My peoples, welcome to another episode of Riding with Tim 113. 113, people. Oh boy. A little cloudy out today, a little gloomy. All right, but I'm going to get right to the topic of the hour, or should I say the half hour. um, this, I added a little something to the title, Quit Faking. I have sat back and I have watched, I ain't gonna say watch, but I've been on different social media platforms, and I've checked out YouTube. There's a little bit of rhetoric. I ain't gonna say a little bit, but the algorithm has not brought the rhetoric to me, I should say, because I try to steer clear of that crap. TikTok the same way. The algorithm has not brought that crap to me. I mean, I've had a few friends send me some things that align with their opinion, and some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't. I'm just gonna be honest. Some of it doesn't make sense to me, but some of it does, and I'll acknowledge it. And the shit that don't make sense to me, I just don't say nothing. But with that being said, Facebook is the worst social media platform I feel you can be on in this day and time. A lot of personal relationships. And it's not the platform. The platform is a good idea. It's so you can keep track of people that you were close to when you were younger, family members. But in this political climate, it is horrible. It's horrible. And to be honest with you, there are a lot of things on there that need to be called out. So I'm going to say this. I hope I don't lose any personal relationships if anybody sees this. But I'm just going to be honest with you. Hello. Here's the problem that I have with my Facebook page right now is the fact that I have a lot of hypocrites on my page. A lot. A lot. Y'all check that out. If swap. I have. Hold on. I can't. I'm driving right now. It's hard for me to read the comments. But for real, thank you for the like. There's a lot of hypocrites on my Facebook page. There's a lot of people who are headed to work. A lot of people who only have blinders on. They have tunnel vision. You got people pointing fingers saying that certain people are evil, and then you got the other side praising certain political figures as God. Like they can't do no wrong. They won't acknowledge the evil that this person is doing, and then the people who are opposing him will not acknowledge, or them will not acknowledge some of the good things that they're doing. It's just like total polar opposites. I mean, like two sibling rivalries going on. You know what I'm saying? Like two siblings going at a sibling rivalry. I don't care what you do. And, well, I'll point this out to you. I heard something in a sermon the other day, and the pastor said, when you have an issue with somebody, when you think somebody has done you wrong, it doesn't matter what they do or what they say. That could be true, that could be good and honest. You will not recognize it because you are too busy trying to demonize that person. And it is the truth. You are too busy demonizing that person. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Everybody is so worried about being right that they will never see the wrong in the things they do. And that's dangerous. Just want y'all to remember that. No matter what's... My wife said something one time that she was watching this one lady. I'm sorry. I know this may not be the godly thing to say, but I cannot stand this lady. And just her, she's arrogant. She's got an arrogant tone, a cocky little tone about her, and I can't stand it. And my wife was like, I understand what you're talking about, but I take the meat from what she's saying and I throw away the bones. And I get that. But sometimes it's hard to hear. She might be making a good point, but I've done heard so much crap spewed out of her mouth that I'll miss the point because of all the other dumb stuff that she's done said. And it's not just her. I mean, I'm looking at on the other side of the fence there, and there are so many people, and especially pastors, and I'm calling you guys out. You guys are, I'm not going to say you guys. There are some that I know who are just as bad as who they are opposing. It's like they have hate in their heart. And we're not supposed to hate anyone. And we're supposed to hate sin. We're supposed to hate people's deeds. But the person itself, we're supposed to pray for. That doesn't mean that we have to go along with what they say or co-sign for them. But you pray they change their ways and that they turn to God's ways. And if they don't, God will deal with them. That's not our job. All right, so I find myself sometimes falling into that trap. But I try to post opposing views just to see if the ones who are barking the loudest will comment, and it usually doesn't happen. Not unless I post something that they agree with. Then they'll respond and force, and they'll back the theory up. But when I post something that opposes how they feel, then they don't say anything. Then the other group chimes in, and you can see it on both sides of the fence. One group will chime in on something that fits their agenda, and the other group won't say anything, and then vice versa. So, I mean, like I said, it's a bunch of hypocrisy. It's sad, because I hate it, because there's some people on there that I really do care about. I really do like them a lot, but they don't see what I see. And they keep trying to convince me that that's the way. No, the way, the truth, and the light is Jesus Christ. I mean, you can go from every politician to the beginning of time, or the beginning of this country. None of them can walk on water. Man, at the end of the day, we have to pull together. If people would pool their resources and quit looking at each other's differences just for a second, get to know each other's personality. And I know not everybody can do that. I mean, I'm sorry, there's certain things that I will not be able to agree with or condone. That doesn't mean I judge. That doesn't mean I condemn. That just means I will not agree. All right, I had to get that off my chest. I'm gonna quit looking at Facebook in the mornings. I've got to stop, because it's depressing. It also is depressing because that's all it consumes. It consumes people's thoughts. I mean, instead of sitting up here, let's talk about how we're going to make some money. Let's talk about how we're going to better our families. Because if you put your faith in these people to do it, it will never happen. It hasn't happened so far for you. It's not going to happen. I don't give a damn who's sitting in office. They're not for you. All right, I'm good. I heard something the other day. I don't forgot what it was. I want to say it might have been, I think it was that one kid that, well, I call him a kid, but he was a grown man. He was close to my son's age. And I'll just say this, he committed a heinous act. And as I was listening to the report, and I heard the FBI say that they were aware of his Facebook postings, and I'm just like, wow, these dudes, we're giving them our freedom. They're monitoring everything that you say. Like right now, maybe I've done red flagged myself by talking about this crap, but it almost sounds like a dictatorship in a way. I mean, they say, oh, you got freedom of speech, but we'll keep a close eye on you. And I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Well, I don't know. It just creeps me out. It just creeps me out to know that what I'm saying to people could be on somebody else's radar as considered to be, I don't know. It just creeps me out. All right, I'm gonna quit talking about this crap because it's starting. I'm starting to feel a certain way about it. Oh man. But yes, thank you guys for tuning in with me and riding with me and listen to me rant and rave. And I usually don't do this crap, man. I'm gonna stop that. Okay, I'm not gonna do this. Will be the last time that I talk about politics on here or anything negative, because this channel is supposed to be positive. I want to uplift people. I want to tell people about my journey, show them that you can pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. What you are doing might be a little bit harder than some others. You might have to face other obstacles that others can't, that don't have to face. But as long as you keep God on your side, He'll help burden. He will burden or bear that burden. He will bear that burden for you. So y'all just keep me in your prayer. Thank you for listening to me. And the moral of the story is, don't put your faith in man, put your faith in God. God is the one that's going to see you through. It's looking cloudy. Looks like there might be some rain up ahead. We went out yesterday, looked at some houses. I was supposed to got back on the air and talk to you guys about that a little bit, but we ended up not doing that. But anyway, it was a good day. It was really a good day. It was a nice day to look at homes. So my prayer is everything works out. That's what I'm praying for. I know He will. Everything's going to work out for the good of the Lord. Once again, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Oh no, what is this Yahoo doing? Speed up like a dummy. Oh goodness, people. It'll be a long day. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later on, okay? Y'all take it easy. Have a great day, and I love you. Thank you for listening.